I'll have to say that they're not converting to Christianity because suddenly they saw the light. Hallelujah. I'll have to say that they're doing what they feel is best for them to increase their odds of being able to stay as refugees in Germany.
Pastor of one small church in Berlin is claiming that hundreds of Muslim refugees are turning to Christianity, and the church that he leads, business is booming. And he calls it nothing short of a miracle. This is Pastor Gottfried Martens has seen his congregation at the Evangelical Trinity Church in Berlin grow from 150 to 600 in just a few short months. Mark, this is a phenomenon that is interesting to note because obviously the refugee crisis is something that is on everybody's lips at the moment, and it's impossible to turn on open a newspaper or look at the TV without seeing it. And it's interesting to note that the Muslims are coming and they're feeling the need to convert, and the reason behind it, people are questioning their motives, people are questioning the validity and the genuineness with which they're doing it. And they're saying that what people are saying, accusing refugees of doing, is just trying to increase the likelihood that they will receive refugee status.
Okay, so no, but that is the reason why it's easier in Germany and why they have more of these conversions in Germany. Because once you've converted to Christianity, they then, when you're seeking asylum, say, well, if I go back now as a Christian, I'm in a lot of trouble and I could be killed for that, so give me asylum. Netherlands goes, yeah, I see the trick you're playing. Whereas Germany goes, yeah, mach schnell, give them the asylum. And literally, like mach schnell, it becomes quicker and easier to do it. So if you're having a debate as to the main reason they're doing it, I'm sure there are others.
Do you know what
that's
mach schnell
probably
means?
The main reason.
Yeah.
Do you know what mach schnell means?
We have a marvelous pastor who is doing an outstanding work, caring for these people, inviting them, welcoming them, teaching them, baptizing them, caring for their material needs as good as he can. And if they are called into the court for the decision of their asylum application, then he goes along with them, and he invites members of the congregation also to come along, because these meetings in the law court are open to the public. They need to be open to the public, of course. And so there are always sitting a couple of, well, 5, 10 people from the congregation in that hall or whatever it is in the law court. And that impresses usually the judge, the respective judge, very much.
It in various European countries, and interestingly enough, in some parts of Europe, like let's say the Netherlands, it could work against you because they might think that you're doing it purely to seek asylum, and it'll turn governmental officials off to granting you asylum.
Du dich los, auch vom Islam, so sprich, ja, ich sage mich los.
Ja, ich sage mich los.
Und des Sohnes und des Heiligen Geistes. Amen. Ich taufe dich im Namen des Vaters und des Sohnes und des Heiligen Geistes. Amen. Warum sollt ihr eure Kinder im Glauben erziehen?
روز بزرگی برام تازه متولد شد.
Ich weiß, dass immer wieder auch hier Leute hinkommen, weil sie sich irgendwelche Hoffnungen in Richtung Asyl machen. Die lade ich ein, weil ich sage, wer hier hinkommt, der wird nicht unverändert bleiben. Ich weiß, dass immer wieder auch hier Leute hinkommen, weil sie sich irgendwelche Hoffnungen in Richtung Asyl machen.
بازم میگم نه همه، اما یه عده هستن که از مقاله مسیح سوء استفاده میکنن. میان بیرون و میگن که ما مسیحی هستیم که یه جوری اقامتشون رو بگیرن. بازم میگم نه همه، اما یه عده هستن که از مقاله مسیح سوء استفاده میکنن. میان بیرون و میگن که ما مسیحی هستیم که یه جوری اقامتشون رو بگیرن. بازم میگم نه همه، اما یه عده هستن که از مقاله مسیح سوء استفاده میکنن. میان بیرون و میگن که ما مسیحی هستیم که یه جوری اقامتشون رو بگیرن.
For a number of reasons. The primary reason is because if they actually then got deported back to their home states, very often in Afghanistan or in Iraq, the punishment for apostasy is death or imprisonment. So the argument is that they're just cynically converting to avoid that eventuality.
Sure, yeah, and it just speaks to how desperate their situation is. I'll have to say that they're not converting to Christianity because suddenly they saw the light, hallelujah. I'll have to say that they're doing what they feel is best for them to increase their odds of being able to stay as refugees in Germany. And it just speaks to me how desperate their situation is.
If that's what it is, and I didn't even fully believe the story because it's mostly anecdotal, right? It doesn't have any hard numbers, but that would strike me as a reason to do it. I mean, you know, if it's really about getting your family to safety,
Well, first you have to know that actually a German who believes in Jesus Christ, who would consider himself a redeemed Christian, is already nearly a miracle, because today most people in Germany don't believe. I think, I don't know, maybe in the US it's like 40-50%.
Yeah.
Could you say so? At least who would
believe there's a God, there's about 46% right now in the US.
Okay.
I wouldn't say they're all saved.
And well, anyway, but in Germany it's really very few people, and most Germans are totally convinced that God is just a psychological illusion. And especially if you want to believe in God, maybe you will believe in Buddha, or even become a Muslim, or believe in anything Asian. This is very hip Asian religion. But Jesus Christ is considered the very last person to believe in, and this was the way I had also felt, and I was also convinced that Jesus Christ is only for the psychologically crippled people who are not able to walk through their life with their own power and their own strength. بازم میگم نه همه، اما یه عده هستن که از مقاله مسیح سوء استفاده میکنن. میان بیرون و میگن که ما مسیحی هستیم که یه جوری اقامتشون رو بگیرن.